Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising. It's me from Moon Directed. I am celebrating the launch of my new business, The Tribe Empowers. I will put the link below. I wanted to celebrate by giving you a special love and money reading because who doesn't want to know about love and money? Right? Who doesn't want to know? So it's for the month of April. I created a new Lenormand spread just for it. And then we'll pull a few cards, 2 for love, 2 for money. And we'll just see where it goes. And I'll explain the spread as we go along. There's no sense in having a big wind-up for it. I see no point in that. I hope your week is going well. So, the first card that I pull is going to be the central theme of the entire reading. It's in the position that I designated for the key. In case you know Lenormand, then you will know what I'm talking about. It's the certainty, it's the yes, it's the what's going on, and we have you. I mean, it could be you. It could be you, or there's a primary woman in your life. But if you're a male, this still could be you. So let's just see what we get for the cards. There's only 2 people cards, and so when one comes out like that, then it could be either you or someone you're dealing with. And if it's you, then it doesn't matter if you're a male or female. If it's someone you're dealing with, then the gender does matter at that point. Okay, what do we have here? Wow, all right, so we have a couple. We have a couple. Interesting. So, all right. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, so there's only 9 cards in my spread, but the overall energy is this, the whip, the repetition. Moving forward, there's actually going to be a little bit of action happening here, so we'll just go like that. Okay, so here we go. It represents you or your significant other. This would represent you or the significant other. It is one or the other of you. So you can choose. I don't think that it matters which position you're in, but this is a couple. This is your thoughts, this is feelings, this is actions, this is the past, this is the present, this is the future. So something about this as you're moving forward, it has to do with health, it has to do with building a legacy, it has to do with putting down roots and growing. And so this is what you're feeling like. I really want to create this family tree situation or this good health situation. So something's been a burden. Something's been a burden, and it's been on your mind, and it feels like a really heavy burden to carry. And it looks like you're very cleverly trying to figure out how to handle a situation that is not working. So this could be health related. Maybe there is an illness in the family and you're trying to figure out how to handle the illness. What's the way through it? It could be a financial burden and you're trying to figure out how do I manage the situation. But I feel like it's as a couple. You're trying to figure out how to manage a situation. And there's a lot of communication that needs to happen in order to figure this out. So in the future, a lot of communication coming in on how to solve this problem. It's a very big problem. When it's across, it's a huge problem, and it is definitely affecting both of you because you both showed up right next to each other. Okay, so then we have in the position of the obstacle, we have the key. And so the key looks like it's communication between the two of you. That seems to be the biggest obstacle, is that you're not expressing to one another what it is that you want to do. You are trying to figure things out maybe independently instead of working together as a team. Because when you have one individual as the key as the obstacle, and one individual in the position of the anxiety or the concern, then I feel like the communication that there needs to be abundance of, because up here in the fish house we have the birds. That's a lot of communication that needs to happen. And so the key is the obstacle, but there is a rapid, long delay of change that is currently happening. It has been a long time coming. It's going to create a long-term change, but it's coming in quickly because it's in the Rider house. And in the house of stability, in the position of the outcome action, we have the snake. Now, the snake tells me that some of this communication is going to be kind of harsh, because the snake can often represent arguing, biting words, bitchiness is another way to put it. It also can be a big transformation of shedding your skin, of changing the way you do things. There is a long-term change that's coming in. The thing that came with it, though, was luck and the letter. And so I feel like some of the communication is going to be lucky. Some of it's going to be good and helpful. But the fact that it's a snake here, I'm not really 100% positive about it. But here we have the whip. And the whip is repetition. This is a cycle that has gone on and on and on and on and on. And so some changes need to be made. Somebody needs to break the cycle of lack of communication. And so maybe what happens here is the transformation happens because finally somebody speaks up and says something, even though it might not be really nice, but then it opens the gateway to a lot of communication, and together you figure out how to resolve the situation in a very clever manner. So he's looking at her, but she's got her back to him. But they're both looking toward the future and trying to create growth. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let me know how that plays out in your brain. Like in your life, what do you see that as meaning? I would be very curious to know. So if you haven't already done so, please give me a thumbs up. I really, really can't thank you guys enough for all of your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel and allowing me to open the door on my new business. It's so exciting to me. All right, so I'm going to pull 2 cards here. One's going to, 2 of them are going to be for abundance and finances, and the other 2 will have to do with love. So let's word it this way. What does Gemini need to do to bring more financial abundance into their lives? What does Gemini need to do to bring more financial abundance into their lives? What does Gemini need to do to bring more financial abundance into their lives? That was quick. Oh. All right. If you are involved with a Taurus, they just got this card. So this is karmic prosperity. Be ready now to release the past life soul agreements on money and prosperity. Cut the cords to be free. So in order to bring in more financial prosperity in your life, you need to be willing to cut the karmic ties of things that are not working. So if you have always believed that in the past you can't make money, you won't have enough, and you keep saying that, oh, I never have enough money. When you say that, you create a contract with yourself to never have enough money. So instead, say things like, I cut the cord to all of the negative words I've ever used regarding money, and I know that I am an abundant manifester of financial wealth into my life. You need to start using the I am statements in a very positive form instead of in a negative form, so that you can create new financial opportunities for yourself. And you also have magic money miracles. Allow the universe to bring you miracles of money and cash to help you along the path. So again, when you cut those ties, when you stop putting up roadblocks to the universe by using negative terminology, I just can't afford that, I've never had enough money, it's always the same way, money comes in and it goes out just as fast. You know, when you say things like that, then the universe goes, oh, okay, if that's how it goes, then I can do that. So instead you want to make it so that the universe says, no, we're bringing you money. So you say, I always have more than enough money. I have enough money for the things that I need. I can create money whenever I need it. I am never in financial need. I always have more than enough. I am abundant. And so when you start talking like that, then you can create that for yourself with the universe. So, cooperation instead of competition. excuse me, what is yours, and no one could take it from you. There's no need to compete. So there is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish everything. So when you understand that there is more than enough, not just for you, but for everyone. So the haves always have and the have-nots don't. When you say stuff like that, then you're creating that reality. So find another way to plan to say things. And it says, block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. This is creativity. It's this communication. It's this needing to figure your way through the problem. You need to be focusing on that and not getting distracted by, like, a lot of, this could also sometimes represent lots of things that you have to handle in your life. And maybe you're just really busy. And this is why you're not communicating. You just have so many things to do. And there's this really important thing that you need to be figuring out. And maybe you need to put down some of the things and stop worrying about them and block them out. You have focus on your priorities. So you have one that says block out distractions, and you have another one that says focus on your priorities. They're saying the same thing. They're saying the same thing. You're allowing yourself to become really distracted by stuff that don't even know where to put all these cards because you got so many. So yeah, you need to focus, narrow your focus. And then we also have conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decisions to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. This came out of nowhere. I wouldn't worry so much about this. It might have just tagged along with the other cards, because this one, the abundance mindset, says what these cards said. The abundance mindset. When you think, and I don't want to distract from this. We do have, it is important to take care of the environment, to be creative and reuse things and recycle where you can. But multiple uses for things is definitely a good idea. So do be conscious consumer. Abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away. So if you say, well, one day when I have money, no. Say things like, I have enough money to do that. And then the money will show up. Trust me, it really does. Okay, so there is always one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment. And that is what you will experience. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Cut the karmic negative words that you've been speaking that creates this contract with yourself about not having abundance, and start thinking like it. And say, all right, so say there's a particular job you want, then start thinking like you already have it. Or if there's a particular place you want to live, then you already live there. You need to start thinking in those kinds of terms. Not like, oh, one day I'll get back there, or one day I'll do this, or one day I'll have that. And it's like, no, I have the resources to do this. I am having this. What you think about, you literally create. You manifest. You'll hear people say, what you think about, you bring about. And that's the truth. So here are the cards for what you need to do to bring more love into your life. It's more of that thinking and believing. Okay, so you have Blossom. This is 20, which would be the Judgment card. So this would be, it follows the 19. So you actually have this whole, like, progression, right? So the progression would be, I am going to shine and be my very best self. And then I will blossom and grow. And because I believe, I will succeed. So if you want to bring love into your life, you need to believe that you are shiny and desirable. And then you will blossom. And it is through that belief that you will succeed. That's really, really great. So believing, it's the same principle that we're talking about with everything else here. So that's really lovely. That's so doable. That totally means that you can totally create your future. It's all about believing and succeeding in love and in money. Very nice. Very nice. Wow, Gemini, you are having a long reading. All right, let's see what we have here. One more or whatever cards. We have two. We have love is all around us. There's love everywhere, all the time. Simply acknowledge this as the truth. So again, believing and succeeding. You can create love in your life just by knowing that it's there and being aware of it. And it says, be in the present and dream of the future. When you dream, everything is possible. Wow, they're like knocking you over the head with everything. The consistent message for love and money. It's about your mindset. It's about believing that you can create this so that you can bring it in. Super easy. I say super easy. I mean, very simplified stuff. Maybe not that easy. It takes practice. But when you catch yourself saying something, go, I didn't mean that. And then say it again, because your words create the atmosphere you live in, creates the energy field around you. So using positive words, words where you're expressing what you want instead of what you don't want, that's how you get there. So you can do this. All right, Gemini, I will see you back here for the weeklies. If you haven't already given me the thumbs up, it's super appreciated. And we will talk soon. You take care. Have a great week.